5 Best Value Smartphones Under $300. I picked phones with different strong points: notchless, waterproof, design, battery, specs, gaming, camera and overall. Places 3, 4, and 5 are in random order. Places 1 and 2 really stand out overall. Links to all phones are in the description. Let's get started. Number 5, LG G6, water resistant and notchless. LG G6 is getting old, but Snapdragon 821 still does the work. When the phone came out it was too pricey. LG flagships are known for its price drops, and now you can get G6 under $300. This is definitely good value. If you don't like the notch trend and you don't care about your phone being the newest release, then LG G6 is an excellent choice. It has several features hard to find within this budget: IP68 dust and water resistance, and it also passed 14 different military standard tests for durability. G6 has really good display, 5.7 inches Quad HD Plus with 18:9 ratio. On the backside, covered with Gorilla Glass, there are fingerprint sensor and 2 great cameras, one of them being wide angle. It is not only useful but also rare even for higher priced phones. G6 has headphone jack, USB Type-C, which supports fast charging, 3300 mAh battery. It should last you a full pretty intense day. The weakest point of LG G6 is 32 gigs of storage, but you can add up to 2 TB of microSD expandable memory. G6 also supports NFC. To sum it all up, LG G6 is full package and really underrated phone. You won't regret buying it. Number 4, Elephone A5, best design. If you want premium looking device and you're not scared of Chinese product, this might be your choice. This backside is just beautiful. There are 3 cameras there. However, the photo quality is average. It is not bad but definitely not impressive. On the front side, A5 has 6.18 inches Full HD Plus display. There are also 2 cameras. It has close to stock Android, so performance is pretty good. 4000 mAh battery will not disappoint you and last at least a full day. It also supports fast charge. That's really nice to have and not a standard for under $300. A5 has USB Type-C, 64 gigs of storage, 1 extra slot for second SIM card or micro SD memory, headphone jack. If you are looking for a nice premium looking phone with good performance, you might get this one. Number 3, Motorola Moto G7 Power, best battery. Huge 5000 mAh battery is the feature of this phone. The rest is just average, but it will do just fine for regular user. In addition to big battery, Moto G7 has 6.2-inch HD Plus display and stock Android. These features also help the phone to last even longer. You can expect 12+ hours screen on time. If you use it heavily, it will last 2 days. If you don't use phone as much, it will be between 3 and 5 days. G7 has 12 megapixel camera on the back, 8 megapixel front camera, USB Type-C and a headphone jack, which is nice. Photos made with G7 Power are okay but not the best within this budget. G7 Power has 64 gigs of internal storage, space for 2 SIM cards and a micro SD card at the same time. If you are looking for a phone with big battery that will last you at least 2 days and will do a good job overall, go for Motorola G7 Power. Number 2, Pocophone F1, best specs, gaming, camera. F1 got so much hype because of high-end specs and its low price. This phone is the king of value in terms of performance. The fastest Snapdragon under $300, it turns out to be possible. The screen is 6.18 inches IPS with 82.2% screen-to-body ratio. F1 has 120 megapixel front camera and 2 cameras on the backside. Both selfies and regular photos are high quality, especially considering the phone's price. It is probably the best camera within this budget. The back is made of plastic. This phone is all about what's inside. It doesn't look premium. It has 4000 mAh battery. Another positive thing about F1, easily lasting one intense day no matter what. For not so intense usage it will last at least 2 days. Why isn't it first place? It doesn't have NFC, but that's not a big deal. The real problem with this phone is limited LTE in the US. If F1 works fine in your region, then go for it. You might even consider buying it anyway, as limited LTE is not end of the world, up to you. Number 1, Honor 8X, this is the phone I would buy within this budget. You might ask why. Starting with the design, I would place it right after the Elephone. On the front side we have 6.5-inch Full HD plus IPS display, on the back side there are 2 cameras and a fingerprint sensor. On the bottom there is a headphone jack and a micro USB port. Honor has space for 2 SIM cards and a micro SD card at the same time. It has 64 or 128 gigs of space. 8X doesn't have fast charge, but it has pretty big, 3750 mAh battery. It will easily last you a day, even under a heavy workload. It also has good camera, definitely above average within this budget. The performance is nice, but this is not a phone for gaming. You can play on it, but if gaming is a priority then go for Pocophone F1. This phone also has NFC, which Pocophone F1 doesn't have. Every phone under $300 will have some flaws. At the moment Honor 8X is, in my opinion, the best overall choice. Honorable mention, Motorola Moto G7, safe choice. You probably had or know someone who had a Moto G. If you don't want to do a lot of research and just want a good phone, Moto G series always has been a decent choice. Newest release, Moto G7, is not an exception. Links to all phones are in the description. Thank you for watching, have a nice day.